Right, welcome. Today we're going over the granddaddy of the sports car, one of the most important cars in Mercedes-Benz history. This is a Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe from 1954. And if you want to get your hands on this vehicle, well, it's going to cost you 1.7 million credits, which isn't that bad considering the fact that in real life you can find these going for a lot more. So 1.7 million, not really that bad, but what do you get for that money? Well, you get a vehicle that produces 212 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of 1,295 kgs. But you gotta remember, this car was more advanced than anything that came before it. When it was announced in 1954, this vehicle was just ahead of its time. We had never seen anything like this before, and it was truly revolutionary. Now, this vehicle featured a tubular frame chassis. Now, that wasn't really heard of back in the day, and we gotta remember that this car does have some racing pedigree due to the fact that this vehicle was based off the Mercedes-Benz W194, which won at Le Mans as well as the Carrera Pan America. So it does have some racing pedigree in it. It has all the elements, it has the formula from that vehicle and put into a road car. And this vehicle was able to do over 161 miles per hour standard with its 4-speed box back in 1954. And that's absolutely incredible. But let's see what it's capable of around Kyoto Driving Park. So when it comes to the braking of this vehicle, it's not the best. We gotta remember this does have drum brakes in all 4 corners, so yeah, braking is a bit sketchy. We gotta brake super early, and look at that, even that was late, because with those drum brakes, well, it's not really stopping on a dime. When it comes to body roll, we can feel it, but what I am noticing when you push it through corners, well, and you're carrying a bit of speed, that the rear end actually wants to just slide out, which is quite nice. It's quite exciting to see that a vehicle can still get down and still make your experience exciting. We do also notice quite a bit of body roll, because with the cars back in the day, the suspensions were incredibly soft, so we can just expect the vehicle to not really be the best when it comes to pushing through corners at high speeds. So this vehicle, how it feels right now, is not too shabby. It's not bad at all, genuinely. But that's with me keeping in mind that the vehicle is from 1954. The vehicle's old, and it doesn't really feel old. It doesn't feel tired. It still gives off a good driving experience, and I'm actually enjoying myself right now with this Mercedes-Benz. I mean the fact that I can slide it about, that's fun. Yes, okay, we are not going the fastest when it comes to going through corners or even just down straightaways. It's not the fastest, but when you just drive the vehicle, you can still have fun with it. And that's all I'm really asking for. So this vehicle, we can see first lap time of a 2-minute 19-second lap, but that's due to the fact of I spun out, so that did slow me down quite a lot. So we're gonna try to avoid that now in the second lap and just see what lap time we can actually get out of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. So at the time, the vehicle was one of the best sports cars you could own, and I can see why that is. This vehicle is, even by today's standards, it's still a fun vehicle to drive. It may not be fast, but it is fun, because we see coming down Kyoto Driving Park now, we did a 2-minute and 8-second lap, which is just so slow. But anyway, let's try and fix that now by heading on over to the tuning shop and seeing how much power we can actually get out of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. Before I start upgrading, we gotta remember 212 brake horsepower and 1,295 kgs. So just under 1,300 kgs and just over 200 horsepower. So let's see now, once we fully upgraded, what it's capable of. and we see we do have ultimate parts. So I want to ballpark it at about 450 horsepower, maybe 500. But hey, let's just see what it's capable of. So now, with the vehicle fully upgraded, we see the vehicle has 393 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of 1010 kg. So extremely lightweight, and the power is sub 400 horsepower, which is kind of sad. I would have wanted a bit more power out of it. But what I did see was once I slapped on racing soft tires, my performance points just died. I'm seeing the error, so I'm gonna have to see now what tire compound I can use before this thing just glitches out now, because even if I go to racing hards, it doesn't work. So is the only tire compound I can use sports softs? We'll throw that on anyway. Now that the vehicle is fully upgraded, let us go and see what visual customization we can do to this vehicle. So first things first, why body kits? Now if we look at the body kits, we see that they are actually the same thing. It just changes the chrome parts of the fender area to black. That's all it does. It doesn't actually increase the width. So if you want to black out the chrome on the side of your vehicle, well, you can do exactly that. Unfortunately, with the car being black already, you don't really see. So if you want blacked out chrome, it'll cost you 100,000 credits. So with that, completely up to you if you want to apply it to the vehicle. We also do see it does change the performance points. So black paint, that increases your performance points. Now when we see the other customization options we have for this vehicle is a rear wing. That's, oh no, the bad rear wing too. I still thought they were gonna do like a duck build or something along those lines. It's bad. It's bad. Look at that. This is not it. This is not it. But anyway, look, we're gonna throw it on. To just help with the tuning. The looks, it's not looking the best. It's not. I'll be honest with you. Let's see what liveries we have for it. Okay, we do see some. Yeah. Okay, liveries. Nothing really jumping out to me right now. So once you finish customizing the vehicle, you can then take it back around to circuit and see what it's capable of. So now, with the Mercedes-Benz fully upgraded, we see a massive difference in performance. Now with us almost doubling the horsepower of the vehicle, we do notice a substantial difference when it comes to just the speed we're able to carry. Now how it feels coming through corners, this vehicle could have done with a front diffuser. I can feel that already. Yes, with the massive downforce that we have on the rear wing, it is helping with cornering. Like the rear end doesn't feel as loose. But honestly, if we had a front diffuser, completely different ball game. The vehicle would be able to really just push it and be so aggressive through corners. Whereas now we do notice if you try and get on the power when going around a corner, the vehicle will want to have the front end run out wide and just understeer and not really be the best. And with us upgrading the brakes, I did slap on the ceramic brakes, carbon ceramics, to see now the difference, and the vehicle is just absolutely mega. I'm quite enjoying my experience with the Mercedes-Benz. The car, yes, it does. You need a little bit of finesse with it to just experience, enjoy, feel what it's really capable of. But with the vehicle sitting a 1 minute 43 second lap time, that's quite respectable considering the fact that the vehicle doesn't have a lot of front downforce. The vehicle isn't anywhere near the 700 performance points mark. A 1 minute 43 second lap time is just truly incredible. It is a massive difference over what the vehicle was capable of standard. So the vehicle is quite fast. Now, is it fast enough to compete with modern day sports cars? It just creates a custom race, put it up against vehicles that the game considers competitive, and see what the opponents are. Let's see if we have modern day sports cars, or if we're getting hot hatches, or just what the situation is. So what we have to do, quick race, same circuit, same layout, hardest difficulty, and see what we come up against. Is that an Aventador? Hands in the air. Tell you now, hands in the air. If this is what the competition for the Mercedes is, it's clear as day. The Mercedes-Benz is a force. Is that a Veneno? I don't even have 400 horsepower. What are they? Hey, look. Okay, let's see if we can actually get it. I know we're gonna get absolutely walked now once we hit the straightaway, so I'm gonna have to push it extremely hard to the corners, which in a vehicle like this can be a bit sketchy, but we're gonna see what we're capable of. I honestly thought I was just gonna get some like maxed out hot hatches or like very entry level sports cars, not us running up against is that a 992 turbo? One of the fastest cars in the game is what we are running up against. The fact that the game considers the 300 SL to be competition for these vehicles just purely goes to show you how good the Mercedes is. And we see a McLaren F1. 20 million credits worth of vehicle right ahead of us right here. And this is what we're coming up against. F1 technology. And you see, that's the problem. You saw how the McLaren just started pulling away from us. That's the big issue. When it comes to straight line speed, we do not have it. What we have is the fact that, well, with us not being AI, we can really push the vehicle harder than the AI, and there we go, look at that, it's gone. The Mercedes 300 SL is fast. I would suggest the vehicle getting an engine swap. Like if we got the engine swap out of the Mercedes, like the AMG GTR, like the Black Sea, imagine we got that engine swap in this vehicle, it would be spicy. But I wouldn't really recommend it due to the fact of we don't really have the front downforce or the handling to be able to handle that level of power. I mean, that's over 1000 horsepower, and the fact that 400 horsepower feels like the right mark, the right area for the Mercedes-Benz. I don't really think pushing it to almost tripling the fully upgraded power of the vehicle will be the best decision. So if we had front downforce, maybe, but with the vehicle set up like this, it would not handle the amount of power. Look, it's still good, it's fun, it's fast, but I don't think like the Black Series engine would be a good go-to engine swap. Maybe the standard AMG GT, that could potentially be a better solution, a better swap for this vehicle. But you let me know, would you see an engine swap in this vehicle? So we're gonna finish off in second position because I just had a bit of a mishap. And end up losing places, but anyway, look, second position, regardless I would have won it if it wasn't for my little bit of actions. But hey, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, if you look at the cars we came up against, it's capable of beating these vehicles, which is good enough for me. It shows you that this vehicle is fast. So hey, for 1.7 million credits, you're buying a piece of history, you're buying a fun vehicle, and you're buying a fast vehicle. You're buying something that you can actually enjoy using. I don't know what events you're gonna end up using it in, but still, for 1.7 million credits, it's not the worst. So hey, I would recommend picking this vehicle up while it's still around in the legendary dealership. So hey, with this being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.